Alright, y'all, what's good? Let's get ready to play a little bit of BO3. We got a chance to play some of this yesterday. It was a pretty cool time. I enjoyed myself a lot. So we're gonna play a little bit more today. Hopefully some people come in through the stream. And you know, just all have a grand time. Yeah, so basically I just been chilling, just, you know, trying to upload videos. I uploaded another video today for those of y'all that don't know. So I uploaded another video today earlier. So if you haven't already, go check that out. I don't know if I will be able to make another video for tomorrow. Since I am streaming, I plan on streaming until about 5 o'clock. Yeah. So I plan on streaming until like about an hour and 40 minutes or so. Cause I gotta go to bed early in the morning. So, I mean, I go to bed. I gotta go to bed early. Cause I gotta get up early in the morning. So yeah. Yipperooey. Waiting for a match to come on. It's like, come on. Yeah, last night was funny. We was sitting back. That's why that was the video that I made today. We were talking about you know, how is Fortnite this generation's Call of Duty. And if you haven't already, go check out that video because it's true. You know, it's like Call of Duty was a thing, I feel like, for my group, my generation, and now I feel like Fortnite is like the hype. That's the crave that everybody is going crazy over. I got on Grand Theft Auto today. I got on Grand Theft Auto earlier, man. People were just such trolls on that website. I mean, on the online. I literally just got off. I was just so sick of it. This dude carried an alligator into the store. That's crazy. This dude literally picked up, they said Florida man.
So you were under the influence at the time, possibly.
He had to have been. Yeah, talking about Florida man who carried alligator into a liquor store doesn't remember the incident. Okay. It's like, okay.
Get hostile.
Oh. I was like, where's this dude at? Dude, these mugs are like, come on. Finally got a kill. I haven't got a kill yet. Oh yeah, I need to get fast reload. Oh, shit. Dude, these kids on here, man, they like freaking pests. Thank you. I need to get some kills up in here. See, the only thing that sucks is like when I'm streaming, I be wanting to play music, but I can't because of the fear of, you know, potentially getting copywritten. And don't nobody want to get copyright strikes, because then no one like, basically if you were watching the stream, you wouldn't see it. Or if you weren't there to see the stream, you just would miss out, basically. buddy probably gonna come back. Yeah, you don't want these. Surprised that guy did not see me. Okay. He was coming after dude too. That's the funny part.
HCXD inbound.
He was coming after dude.
Smoke, check.
Oh, I'm getting these kills now. Let's go.
UAV ready for deployment.
I'm killing them now. Stop, stop. This ain't AW. I think there's somebody back there. Yeah, see, that's my thing. Is like streaming on Twitch. I don't know about that. But I really enjoyed the video that I had posted today, because it was like a discussion-based video, you know? Like, them are the type of videos I like to create. That kind of. Ooh, if I saw him a second quicker, I would have killed, buddy. I like them type of videos that are like. What the hell? I like them type of videos that are like discussion based, where, you know, it makes people think about, you know, think about stuff, you know.
Threat down.
Dang, I'm up here getting rocked. Let me save some of these video clips, and I want to upload some of them to I want to upload some of them to my YouTube channel, so I can get some other type of content for you guys. I was gonna say, like, dang, dude. I'm surprised ain't nobody's. Oh, it's like my kill, and I spent so much time on that one person.
Enemy down.
I spent too much time.
Friendly UAV inbound. HCXD deployed.
Fire brick. KIA.
They don't want these problems. They don't want these problems. Dang, he wants that smoke. 16 and 9. Okay, I'm actually doing pretty good. Okay. Come and get your friend up here. Yeah, I saw you. Oh, dude.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Yep, gotcha.
Drained.
I feel like too, COD also depends on the type of team you have. Like, if you have a really good team, it makes it easier to get like kills. Because if your team is like super aware
Strike
of
coordinates.
where they're at and what they're doing, which is the coordination.
EKIA. Threat neutralized.
Oh, I should not have. Oh, I should not have reloaded. I would have had that, dude. Should not have reloaded. I'm number one. Let's go. Number one. My team.
They're ahead. Maintain your momentum.
Threat down.
the? What just happened? Someone just like jumped on top of. I'm done. I'm so done. Like what? Dang, I probably just gave that dude that kill. Come on, let's not lose. We got defeat. Come on, we was whooping them. That's what I'm talking about.
Cash evac from CCP.
That's wild. We was literally just whooping these guys, and we just lost. We lost. We weren't like slaughtering them. But I mean, we had them. You know, we were up by almost 10, so we should have won that. We should have won that. But whatever. Alright. I feel like I need to get me like a streaming schedule. I do want to start streaming 2 hours though, multiple times a week. If I can try to squeeze that into my schedule, that would be really good. But I don't know if that's, I don't know. Cause it's like, I feel like it's like you either stream or you do videos. I feel like it may be kind of hard to, I mean, well, not impossible, but it's like I'm gonna have to try to, I don't even know. I'll be trying to do a lot of stuff, just pumping out content like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to get back into strictly streaming because I really do enjoy giving y'all this type of content for y'all to watch. I like it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start streaming. Like, I'm trying to think of what days, because I don't want to stream on Fridays and Saturdays, that's for sure. Those are 2 days it's like, yeah, like at least now since I'm working. So I would be streaming like what I used to stream, like a Sunday through Thursday. That's probably what I would be doing. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I would start podcasting Thursday, and then when I start back down in school, I'm gonna be streaming like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and like maybe, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that.
CDP, mission is live.
I knew there was somebody behind me shooting at me. But girl, if you don't get your get your atomic looking stuff out of here. Thought there was a bomb planted in here for a second. The other map seemed like you was getting, the kills were a lot quicker because you were closer, and this map is definitely bigger. Way bigger. Took my kill, man. Hate when that happens. That was my kill. That's my kill. I sound like a big kid saying that too.
Outrider down.
Dang, he was finna snipe him anyway. They was finna get it handed to them anyway. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, there's people to my left. And then they to the right. What? Get that.
Demo KIA.
Do not get that. I'm doing terrible. 4-2. We're winning though, but kill to death ratio is terrible right now. What?
Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
I think she had like rapid. And that other person had like rapid fire on. That's why.
Demolition destroyed.
Finally. It's like, dude. It's like these people. I think they got rapid fire, so they shooting a lot quicker than I am. I think that's what's going on.
Infantry neutralized.
I did not get my health back yet.
Friendly raid in your AO.
Enforcer kill.
It's like I keep seeing the same people. How did nobody see them? Come on, dude. Let's get it together already. My teammates is trash. No, I'm doing kind of bad. Like, my team is whooping them. I ain't doing too high.
Friendly UAV inbound. Friendly care package incoming. Counter UAV inbound.
Smoke. Check.
I knew, yeah, I was gonna get jumped. There's like 4 of them.
Ruin down.
Care package inbound.
Dude, I'm doing terrible. Straight up.
Wraith inbound. Friendly lightning strike inbound.
Hey, what's up? When boredom sets in, thanks for coming out. Check out the stream. How's it going? Damn, look at that person's leg. Gone. How you been? Thanks for being so supportive. You was just here, literally, for my last night stream.
Assault through.
Thank you.
Front down.
I really appreciate that.
Battery KIA.
You about to win though now in a minute. Snap.
UAV awaiting orders.
Ooh, I had
Fire break snuff.
the last bullet, dude. I did not reload,
They're against the
so
wall. Press
he
your
would have had me.
advantage.
Buddy would have had me. I saw somebody. Guess it's just my teammate. Sit down,
Fire
boy.
break down.
Yeah, but how you been? When boredom sets in.
Sarah, down.
Hailstorm on standby.
Now I'm trying to get some kills. Towards the end, the match about over. Yes, got the last kill. Let's go.
For us. Mission
Let's go. I think I did. Did I?
Immediate AAR and redeploy.
Yep. It's me. Sucks to suck.
The 54 Immortals crushed.
Save that clip. Trying to get like some montages from this game that I want to try to put together, and then I basically want to try to put together and upload them. Be like, yeah, Black Ops 3 kills, blah 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 blah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you. Oh, and I need you. Do you have fun in the match, or you just completed? I don't know why they ask about that. I'm good, just at work. Fifi, do you love me? Oh, you at work? Okay, that sucks. I mean, I go back. Well, I go back to work tomorrow, so this is like my last day. Well, that's nice. Are you almost done with your shift, or you just started? Cause I work. Well, you heard, cause you was here yesterday. So yeah, I work in the morning. Start at 6 a.m. So those shifts are nice. Like I feel like I'm now have gotten used to working like early morning shifts like that. Those shifts are really not like they're nice because you get off early. So you get to beat a lot of traffic, I would say, like a lot of, you beat rush hour, a lot of time going and coming. The part that sucks is just, you have to be at work so early. So like on Sunday, I wouldn't mind staying up a little later. You gotta, go to bed. But it is what it is. What's up, Pro Wrestling Talk? Thanks for coming by. Check out the stream. Appreciate it. How's your day going? So yeah, I'm just playing some BO3. I did play some GTA 5. I wasn't streaming, but I did play that earlier today. I'm getting ready to purchase The Sims 4. I have The Sims 4 on my PC. I used to stream that a lot when I used to stream on Twitch. So I'm probably gonna buy that today and then download it, because the goal is to start trying to stream, not every day, but I want to start streaming more frequently. But although I'll be going back to school, so that is gonna kind of change schedule wise. right now the schedule would be like Sunday through Thursday for a couple hours every day. So yeah.
If it moves, kill it.
Confirming kill.
Hold on now, back up, back up, back up.
Fire break off the field.
You said, I'm glad I'm a night manager for an apartment building in downtown San Francisco. Oh, okay. So, like, I mean, being a manager at night, would you say it's more hectic, less hectic? Or, like, it'd be about the same if you was, let's say, a day manager.
Battery down.
You said someone called in sick, so I'm covering their shift. Yeah, I guess that's the downside with the management positions. You know, you kind of have to cover the slack when people don't show up or, you know, whatever it is. Ooh, I saw him. I don't know why I didn't shoot. Not know why. Yeah, so that's the type of position I want. I mean, not necessarily like I want to get a manager type position with where I'm at. That would be cool. I guess in general. I mean, well, manager, supervisor, whatever, you know. I know it's a lot more stress. It's a lot more stuff you got to deal with, but I mean, hey, that's anything in life. The more money you make, you know, the more. Most of the time, the more responsibilities you're gonna have. So, dang, this dude literally set me on fire. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hostile UAV
My man set me on fire. I'm just doing terrible. I'm 4 and 6. I mean, that's not atrocious, but I was doing so good last round. I'm gonna say, if I don't kill this person.
Grab spikes charged.
You said I'm 4 years in, so I got it pretty unlocked. When I first showed up, it was like a big. They just needed constant assertive leadership. Yeah. Well, sometimes that's how it is. Like, you were like that manager that they needed, you know? Like, hey, they were doing this wrong. And, you know, to be honest with you, like, now that I've had it, like, I have an internship, you know, at a Fortune 500 company, and, like, I've gotten a chance. I'm doing an industrial engineer. I'm an industrial engineer intern. And so, like, it's corporate, you know? And so you kind of get a chance to see that a lot of time the reason why companies fail, or at least what I'm seeing, is, like, it's not so much that, like, oh, the work that people have to do is so hard. It's just because people just don't care. Like, you know, like, you can't, it's like you can't make somebody care about their job. You know? Like, they have to want to be motivated. They have to want to wake up, go to work, do what they're supposed to do, leave, you know? Like, obviously sometimes having a good manager or great management can help lead people. Because that's kind of part of it, you know, you need to be able to work with people, you need to be able to figure out what makes people want to push more, you know, but a lot of it nowadays, I feel like it's just like, people just don't care about nothing, you know. You just don't care. It's like, how, you know what I mean? It's like, how can I make you care about your job more than just, you know, doing the bare minimum? Not saying that you gotta be at work, you know, 50 hours, 70 hours a week, but I'm saying, how do I make you give a crap about doing your job to the best of your ability? So people are choosing jobs and not careers. Well, yeah, I mean, people choose jobs. It's really people are choosing off of pay. You know, it's like money. It's off of money. You know, it's like people will take a job that they
Turn the tide.
like, and this is another thing we talk about is like, you know, you have some people, and not everybody, but you have some people that have really good communication skills. A lot of times, like me, like, I wouldn't say I'm the best speaker in the world, but I would say that my communication skills are relatively good, and they're probably better than a lot of people that are in my age group and just in general. So a lot of time I can get a job. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of time I can, like, and not to brag, but I'm saying most interviews I've been on, I think I haven't really been rejected by a whole lot. Most of the time I can land a job, and you got people like that it's like they can speak well, they'll get a job, and then they really don't want the job. And then so you got somebody that's up in there that's just doing it for the money,
Smoke.
and they really don't want to be there, and that's a lot of people. You know, I get it. You post, you know, you got to work to make money, but you should kind of want to do your job too. So it is what it is. Do you work a lot of hours since you're like a manager? I mean, obviously you cover for somebody, so I maybe think this may not be one of your days you would work, but I mean, in general, do you work a lot of hours or not many? The hell?
Ruin KIA. Ruin KIA.
Terrible performance, CDP.
From beside me in the motion.
Foxtrot, request immediate
Dang, my team
dust
got
off
slaughtered.
and
That was a bad match.
Profit week.
As children, we had dreams. Adults crush them with their financial realities. So even if someone educates himself, if it's not their dream, they fail. Yeah, basically. Basically. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have a dream. Obviously, my dream is to, like, become a successful YouTuber, like, you know, do stuff with Twitch, or, you know, like a gamer. But, like, I also know that I like engineering. Like, I enjoy industrial engineering. Like, I enjoy that type of stuff. I enjoy sitting down researching and trying to figure out ways to make X, Y, and Z better. You know, how to reduce the cost of stuff, how to implement better procedures in a company. Like, I like that kind of stuff. Like, that stuff is, you know, and then it's like when you do it, it's kind of like, it's kind of when you do it, it's like, you know, like you did that, or, you know, your team did that. I don't know. It's like self-satisfaction at the same time that you made something that's going to help a company, and who knows, if it's a great procedure or a great method, other companies may in a sense copy off of that too. You said, what is the vision for your channel? For me, my vision for my channel, so I first started off kind of like with like kind of like a review-ish channel, and I did a little bit of everything. I did reaction videos, reviews, vlogs, skits, all that stuff. But the main vision of my channel was to really promote like women in gaming, and to show that, like, hey, I can be a woman, and, you know, I can make review just as good as a guy can. I can play a game just as good as a guy can. I can do gaming review talks just as good as a guy can. So that was kind of like my angle, was like I wanted to showcase people what I could do in the gaming atmosphere, or circle, community, whatever you want to call it, and that I could be just as good as my what you call, like, your counter gender, or whatever they call it, you know, the other gender. Because it's not that many women that do gaming. It's not. You know, when is your last big, you know, girl or female review channel for games? You know, it's not many, or it's none at all, you know. And I used to stream a lot on Twitch, you know, so I wanted to be a huge streamer. So that was kind of like my vision, really, like, ultimately was like I just wanted to showcase. And I also wanted to showcase quality. I feel like so many people put up so much crap. You know, people just yelling in front of screens. And I wanted to showcase, like, what... I'm not saying that my videos are tier top quality, but I'm saying I wanted to showcase people, like, you can make content that makes you think. You know, like, everything doesn't have to just be, okay, I watch it and I'm done. I watch it, you know, like microwave. Okay, you know, it's done, boop. You know, you put it in, boop, it's done. You know, like, I want to make people think about what I'm saying. That's why I make discussion videos. Like, I used to do podcasts and stuff where I would sit down with some of my friends and we would just, which I want to get back into, we would just talk about different topics, you know, like having a discussion. Because there's so much content on YouTube that's just so filler. And filler meaning it's like there's nothing to it. It's just you watch it, it's like, oh, okay. Or it's some over the top, you know, craziness. Like, a lot of those people, that's not how they really are. You know, that's a front. Obviously, little kids don't realize that, but I'm saying a lot of time that stuff is not real. The way some of these YouTubers act online, Like, that's not them. They put that front on for however many minutes the cameras roll, and they go back to who they were, who they are. So, to answer your question, that's my vision. However, I feel like now, with the way YouTube is and the way it's like, although you can be a female, you can be an alien, you know, it's like everyone's doing the same thing with gaming. So I'm trying to figure out a way for like a niche sort of with it. But I guess I kind of feel like I kind of don't know how right now, like what would make my channel so much different than, let's say, somebody else's, because some of the games I play are what other people play. The things that I would do reviews on are stuff that thousands of other people do reviews on. I know you can put your own spin on it, but I'm saying, like, what would I do that's different? And I used to do a lot of discussion videos, and they did get some views, but it's like no one really cares, I feel like, about having a discussion about stuff. Like, you know, like the video I put out today, I saw you had commented on it. Like, you know, is Fortnite the new COD? Like, you know, like, that's like a discussion video, you know? I'm asking people, you know, what do they think about that, you know? Like, I like that type of stuff, like intellectual conversations and, you know, I don't know. That's just me. I know that's not a lot of YouTube. I know that's not a lot of how things are nowadays, which kind of sucks. So it kind of puts people like my channel kind of like, not on the back burner, but we're not like your top priority watch channel, if that makes sense.
Hostile care package overhead.
Dang. It's unfortunate. You say I can certainly understand that, yeah. Yeah, so I mean that's like my initial vision, you know. But now it's kinda like trying to find that niche to make myself more, cause like I have another channel called Bofino One's Life. I made it kind of more like I wanted to do more kinda like vlogs, more about myself. And I thought about too, like maybe, you know, because I feel like I do kind of give people kind of like motivation, and I feel like I think pretty logically. I feel like, you know, that's something that kind of is missing in general, I feel like, on the YouTube platform. And I feel like putting stuff out there, like positive stuff, you know, like, oh, you could be this, you could do that, you know, how to get over, you know, burnout on YouTube, you know what I mean, just like stuff like that. And I thought about making those type of videos on that channel, because that's something I do think that's kind of like, I mean, there are how-to videos, but I'm saying it's not nobody, but it's not a lot of people out there that talk about, like, positivity, like, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can be this, you can be that, you know.
Threat neutralized.
Who said try to set me on fire? So I thought about also doing that. So yeah. I mean, I think I might have checked your channel. I mean, like, what is yours more so? Like, your vision.
Weapon.
You said it is very difficult to maintain a following right now. I mix gaming and motivational videos on my channel. Yeah, I feel you on that. It's very hard because it's so much competition. You know, it's like, and then you got so many, because it's so many kids on here. Like, that's the main audience really, is like kids and teens, but mainly like little kids. And it's so hard. And I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just, like I said, I've been on YouTube for a while, you know. But it's hard to like really grow on here because the way the algorithm is and the way a lot of other stuff is, like, you basically need to be uploading basically every day. And realistically, that's just hard if you have, you know, a job, going to school. I mean, you have anything outside of YouTube, that's hard to upload every day. It's hard to just give 40 hours a week to something. And that's one of the reasons why I started kind of like getting more on my Instagram. So right now I'm at like 90, I think, followers right now. And so I just been trying to post like twice a day, and it's helping, you know, because it kind of gives you another platform to kind of find people, for people to kind of find you. And that's one of the reasons why I like YouTube streaming, is because it's like, I remember one time I was streaming, I mentioned this yesterday or last night, I was streaming Far Cry 5, and I kid you not, I had gained 10 new subs off of streaming that game. And if I would have kept streaming, I probably would have more subs and more views, but like, I literally gained 10 new subs, and it was like a way for people to find my channel. Like, those 10 subs, they were like, dang, I like your channel. Holy cow, you actually make good content, you know? So it's like trying to find ways to get people to recognize you. Because I feel like once people recognize you and they like you, and they appreciate the type of content that you make, it's kind of like it just builds and grows from there. You said YouTube's just a hobby. I call it my only social media. Yeah, I mean, that's how I look at it too. Like, I remember I used to stress about, not stress, but like, oh, I want to try to do this. Oh, I want to try, you know, but it's just like, if you look at it like it's fun, it won't ever feel like work, I guess you could say. I do want to put more effort into it, because in order to make something happen, like a business or just in general, you have to put the effort into it in order for it to happen. But at the same time too, YouTube's kind of on like a lot of BS right now, with like people not getting notifications, people don't know when you stream, people don't know when you upload, you know, so like that's kind of frustrating too, because like a lot of my followers, I have over 500 some, you know, subs, and I don't get that many views like I used to. Why? Because a lot of people they don't get my notifications, and eventually people stop getting notifications, they'll just unsub, or they think you're not being active, you know. It's a lot of stuff. So that's why for me it's just kind of like YouTube is just, you know, I'm looking at it like I'm trying to take the little drop that's left of this site, because eventually I feel like what's going to happen with YouTube, to be honest with you, is I think the creators that are getting paid, eventually I think they just going to stop paying people. I think it's going to go back to what it was before, to be honest. I feel like YouTube is just going to go back to what it was before. People was just doing videos for fun. You know, people were not, like, getting paid. Because I think once they added in the monetization to it, and people were able to start receiving, you know, these massive amount of money and checks, and, you know, people found, oh, I could buy a dream house, buy a dream car, you know, whatever with this. Like, it got to the point where it's like, okay, now I'm going to do whatever I can to make this money, you know? So, I feel like that's what kind of happened.
You wouldn't want the cost of the gas I used.
So, but yeah, for me it's just fun. I don't really stress about it anymore. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Do you ever stream like on your channel? Okay. You said, yeah, it's tough if you want to make a living off of it, but if you want to meet like-minded gamers, it can be a great medium. Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. YouTube, if YouTube is something that you want to just do because maybe you just want to just showcase your work, you ain't even trying to make no coins, you're just trying to just, you know, basically, I guess you could say, give people your spectrum or your spin on stuff. Yeah, it's great. You know, but yeah, it is. It's like Facebook. It's all about likes. It's all about, you know, it's like likes. How many people like you? Like like that's the reason why so many vlogging channels, why they're so big. you know, because they get a fan base off of Facebook, they get a fan base off of Instagram, Twitter, you know, they get these fan bases and people get to know them, and then they like them, and then next thing you know, that person is that person's like, oh, I'm gonna start making videos about myself. So now you guys get to see me. Because like a lot of the bigger YouTubers, like especially like in the vlogging community or whatever community, a lot of them didn't start on YouTube. They were on other websites and stuff, and they kind of like transfer. Like a lot of them were like on Vine, you know, where they were making funny skits and stuff, and then Vine shut down. So then they went over to YouTube, where, you know, they could make those skits and do stuff, and then they kind of just kept building and progressing from there. And it's like, hey, you know, I don't blame them. You said, I have seen YouTubers have nervous breakdowns, much like I saw people on Facebook have them. You can become addicted to other people's validation. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, it's another form. Like, people always say, oh, YouTubers are like C-class celebrities. Well, yes and no. Because typically a celebrity may not be making 100,000. Like, a C-class celebrity means someone that doesn't get a lot of work, someone that's not, you know, as big as, let's say, someone like, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, like some, you know, known actress or something. Well, a C-class celebrity is not somebody that is making, in my opinion, like a YouTuber making $50,000 a month, $20,000 a month. You know, and then you got people that, you got marketing, you got, like, I don't know. So, yeah, it can become addictive because you feel like you have to keep up. You have to kind of bend with the algorithm. You have to do what your audience wants you to do, you know, because especially if you have a kid audience, they're always going to be expecting you to follow the trends, you know. They're like, oh, well, you should be doing this. Like, you know, like when Fortnite first came out, people were making a whole bunch of videos like doing the Fortnite dance, you know. Like, even, I think, even like how you remember you said, I think yesterday, you was like, yeah, a whole bunch of people started playing Fortnite because, you know, it's like, it's what streamers were just following the trend. And it's the same thing with YouTubers. You know, they follow the trend. Like, you know, like that's why I remember that. I think it was last summer was when the pranks really started. Like, everybody was pranking people, you know, like just every day. Oh, prank this, prank that, prank this, you know, like, I like you this, I like you that. Like, people were just, like, I remember, like, in the gaming community, trolling videos used to be a big thing, especially in COD. People would just get on and record, you know, themselves trolling people, calling people. Oh, you know, now it doesn't work as much because, see, now you have, with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, you got party chat. So, like, right now, I'm in a party chat. No one can hear me, and I can't hear nobody else. You know, you block out idiots. But, like, back in the day, you didn't have that. So, people would do trolling. I mean, just certain videos, it's like, it's a trend of what people do. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, you get addicted. It does, and especially I feel like when money gets involved. Like, I feel like when people start making money, and then it's like a lot of the people here, they're young. They're like me, you know. They're like in their 20s. Some people are like teens, you know. And you're making money like a grown person would, more than what a grown person would working a 9 to 5. You know, that gets to be addicting. That stuff, it becomes like, holy cow, you know. So, yeah, it's crazy, you know, because it's like, people always say like, oh, YouTubers are not that big. Well, if a person's making $100,000 a month, they're making over $1 million some dollars a year, and they're probably making more than that because they probably have, you know, brands. They probably got sponsorships, and, you know, they got other avenues, you know, because once you get to that status, you know, it's like, you're not just banking only on YouTube. You got other avenues of income coming in as well, merchandise, you know, so you're making maybe millions and millions and millions of dollars, you know. You said trolling used to be a more intellectual enterprise. Now, yeah, oh yeah, trolling was like, I feel like the last kind of like era of when stuff was kind of like funny. Now the stuff that people do now, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's just not genuine. Nothing is genuine on YouTube. Like, that's why sometimes when I hear people, certain channels, like, especially like bigger YouTubers, you never know what people, if people are just putting on an act, or is this really how they feel about something? You know, like, you just don't know anymore because so many people follow the trends. People literally go on the trending page and will talk about, I mean, not that that's wrong, I'll do that too, but I'm saying people will literally just go on the trending page and just try to follow what everybody else is doing. If it's a trend that's going on, like the prank wars, I'm gonna do it because it's trending. If it's I like you, I like her, I'm gonna do it. Would you rather? I'm gonna do it. Truth or dare, you know, like, it's all that mess.
Neutralized.
So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, trolling was a thing. Oh yeah, like some YouTubers, like, now they start like fake beef with each other, you know, like that stuff to kind of act like they're reality, channels. Like they'll start fake beef with their fellow YouTubers, so it's like, oh, I hate you, oh, I don't like you, oh, F you, you know, like they'll start fake beef because they know it gets views. Little kids like watching that. And YouTube's already trying to become like TV, so they're kind of just following suit. That's the reason why channels like, Jake Paul and Logan Paul, that's why their channels are booming so much, because they're so over the top. Like, I feel like if you met them in person, that's probably not how they really are. They just do that for the camera because they know all the kids love to see it. And even after all that mess that happened with the whole, like, him recording somebody in the forest that, basically committed suicide, like, that dude still has a following base. Like it's so sick how people can manipulate, like, children, their minds, into thinking something is fine, and it's not. Like, you literally have kids that were like, oh, there's nothing wrong that he did that. That was fine. Like, oh, that was fine. Who cares if he did that? It's like, oh, he apologized. He didn't mean it. It's like, y'all really sticking up for this guy, But it's like, they're like a celebrity, to these kids. Like, they're die-hard fans of him. Nothing these guys can do is wrong. Dang it. Almost had him. Almost had him.
Slowed him down.
This battle is ours to lose. Don't.
Drop. Smoke, check.
Friendly tower in your AO.
Dang. Buddy got me again with the fire.
HCXD inbound. Be advised. Hostile HCXD spotted. Care package inbound.
Oh, snap. You said that is white privilege. His brother just got arrested for killing these girls on a dating app. Fool said I heard voices. We don't get those passes. Yeah. Like, that's, and that was the part that people were saying too. You said, not that I want him to have one, but there is a double. Oh, yeah. 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 I totally agree with that. There's a discrepancy between races, yeah, and consequences. Like everyone said, like the whole stuff that I'm just since we're talking about it, the whole thing with Logan Paul. If that would have been a black person, I feel like that would, or like another race, that channel probably been terminated. people have been telling him to go kill himself. Hey, I mean, some people probably did say that too. But I'm saying, like, he wouldn't have gotten like a second chance like he did. He wouldn't have been able to keep the fan base that he did. It just wouldn't have happened. That channel, like, if that was someone else, like, let's say for example, a big YouTuber, KSI, that's kind of like in that category with him. Because I don't want to say Marcus Brown, I think it's Brownlee, something like that. But I don't want to say him because he's a tech guy, so you know their content would be different. So like KSI, he's kind of like a vlogger, kind of like in that category, and he's kind of over the top. If he would have done that, his channel would have been terminated instantly. I can tell you right now, it'd have been gone. There wouldn't have been no suspension. Like Logan Paul basically got like a month of suspension where he couldn't monetize any of his videos. Big whoop. He makes just as much money, if not more, off of his Mavericks the merchandise. So what difference does it make? You know, it's like, okay, ooh, I missed 1 month of making like what, almost $1 million off of YouTube, but like I make almost the same amount off of my merchandise. So, you know, it's sad. Yeah, so I get what you're saying. I definitely get you. It always will be double standards. So, I don't know. It's whatever at this point. But do you play Warframe? No, I don't play Warframe. I downloaded it. I played it for a short period of time. I just didn't like it. And I think I didn't like it because I didn't really get it, to be honest. Like, I think if I would have... I mean, I probably could have looked at videos on YouTube. But I think if I would have took more time to really understand the game, I might have liked it. But no, I don't play it. I know a lot of people do play. A lot of people say it's a good game. I've played it. It's not bad, but it didn't keep my attention long enough. That was my thing. You said, let me guess, you loved the combat but was confused. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. I did like the combat. The fighting was cool. It was decent. It got a little repetitive sometimes, but yeah, I was confused. Like, I didn't get what I was like the purpose, you know? Like, it was just like I was going through the motions. It was kind of almost like Destiny, you know? And not comparing him saying, like, those games are the same, but I'm saying in terms of, like, how Destiny is, like, there is really no story but the fact that you are the guardian of, you know, that area, like, the galaxies, basically. Like, that's it. That's, like, that's all they tell you. Like, the story didn't... Nothing. It was just retarded. And you was just basically loot hunting. That's kind of how I felt with Warframe. Like, it was just like, they throw you into the game, and that's it. Here you go. So, but that was just my experience. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. That was just my experience. That's how I felt about it.
You're free to engage.
Spectre killed.
It's like water is like squirting everywhere. Dang, got me. You said, once I understood, I fell in love. I made a noob video for us. Warframe has a new story content. Also, it is far superior to Destiny. Well, I mean, I was referring, like when I said I was referring to,
Advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
I was referring to it being like, you just kind of thrown in and you have to try to figure things out.
Hostile care package overhead.
I mean, Destiny was that game, too, when it came out. It's just, the problem with that game was, like, they just kept doing too many microtransactions. That was my thing with Destiny. It was like, why are you charging me $30 for, like, 3 more missions? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you charging me, Why are you charging me $30 for an expansion? That's like a small world. That's like 2 or 3 more missions. I mean, yeah, you had to grind out those missions to get better loot, but like that game was nothing but a microtransaction game. That's why that game eventually just died, because it was just like they just are so money hungry. You said also you could bring in some viewers who search that game. Everybody is lost in that game if you have answers you lit. That's kind of how I feel about the community's not that big, but I used to play DC Universe Online a lot. I think about getting back into it. I played it earlier this year and I kind of stopped. I stopped paying the membership. That game is like, it's kind of like that. Not like Lost, but like in the sense of people are always trying to figure out like, okay, what's the best way to beat this character? What's the best way to beat that character, you know? Or to play this mission or whatever the case it may be. I do not like this map. Like, I feel like I'm running around in circles and... No, this is retarded here, to be honest. I feel like everyone's like having the hardest time. I mean, they finding us, but we having a hard time finding them.
Hostile UAV above.
Profit down.
Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down.
You said, hold on, I'm gonna read that in a second. This map is just like weird. I do not. I think I remember this map. It's like an amusement park map. You said, I like Destiny 1. Taken King was the greatest DLC. Destiny 2 was a rushed piece of crap filled with scandals. The history of Warframe is epic. I played Destiny 1. I bought like, yeah, the Taken King stuff. I didn't play Destiny 2 because I was over Destiny. I was not finna go spend more money on a game. And I knew, and the thing is, what killed me was I knew, like, they basically came out and said, like, yeah, well, when you buy this game, you're gonna have to also buy this. You're gonna also have to buy, like, you know, like, don't tell me I already need blah, 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 blah before the game even come out. Like,
Hostile UAV spotted.
I was so done with that game. And then what killed me was they came out with, like, a bundle that was, like, $60 or something like that, where you got, you know, the game. You got all of the DLCs, you got, you know, the Taken Kings, you got all this stuff for $60. So then the people like me that had started playing it since day one, it was kind of like a slap in the face, you know. It was almost like we should have waited later on. Like, I don't know. That game, they just... That problem with that, they just want too much money. They were just too doggone money hungry. So, whatever. You said nobody wanted to help Digital Extremes make the game. They found a publisher. They made Dark Sector far below what they wanted. Now they self-publish. Oh, okay.
UAV is online. Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
Yeah, I just want this match. This match is like moving super slow. I just want this match to be over with. And I'm doing bad, 5 and 7. Like, my whole team is doing trash too. They have a con as well. TennoCon? What is that? I don't even know.
Be advised. Hostile counter UAV is online.
Whew. So, it's whatever. But yeah, okay. Yeah, Destiny can go suck toes, 'cause I'm done with that game. Yeah, I haven't really, there ain't really a whole lot of games, like new games I've really been playing. I feel like a lot of the games, I feel like nowadays people just playing like, going back to old games, you know? Like this, like Black Ops 3 or, you know, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 though, that game is fun. That game boosted up a lot in viewership once they dropped the price down. They have a sale, it's still going on. I think it's over with Monday or Tuesday. The game is $20. That's the lowest that game has ever been. They have it on sale. That game is typically no lower, like on a sale, than like 30 or 35. so I wouldn't got it. I already had it on PlayStation 3, but that's crazy to see, you know, where that game has been out since like what, 2012, 2013 or something like that. That game's been out for so long, and it's made so much freaking money off of like in-game stuff. Like, people still crave that game. People still get on. I mean, obviously because they keep expanding like stuff you can do, but it's crazy how much money that game has made, and the fan base for it. like you can go on Twitch right now. Like, just let me just see how many people it show right now are actually watching that game. Like 46,000 people. Granted that obviously, you know, a few more people probably are watching it now because, like I said, it's been on sale. But just to see, like, you know, dang, he was playing Ring Around the Rosie.
It's slipping away from us. Pull it back.
You said where all the Space Ninjas come together and talk with the developers. They have an awesome community. However, it's not good at explaining itself. Okay.
Be advised.
You said Destiny 2 is like COD World War II to me, dead.
UAV above.
Yeah, Destiny is trash. That game's dead and gone. You know, it had its 5 minutes of fame. Like I said, the game I think could have been
Hostile lightning strike
bigger.
target.
It could have lasted a lot longer. Because a lot of people like the whole
Hostile lightning
loot system of, oh, I gotta keep playing the game over and over and over to get that 1% drop. But it was just the money. They were just so greedy. That was their problem. So, whatever, you know, it is what it is.
Hostile UAV incoming.
And not every game is meant to last, so, you know, some franchises just last longer than others, and you know, that was one that just wasn't gonna last too long.
Stick to the plan and execute.
I used to also play World of Warcraft, too. That was another game I used to play a lot. Wow. That game is addicting as heck. That game, man. I remember I bought, I think, a month or two membership. Oh my god. I spent all my free time playing that game. Because there's so much to do, and just the way that it looks. And the dungeons and, like, the... Oh my god, that game is, like... That game is so addicting. Like, that game, you could play that game for hours. On top of hours. It's crazy. Kiki, do you love me? It's almost 4:30. I may play maybe 2 more games. I'll probably get off because I've been off like 1 hour and 13, it says. So, about 2 hours is kind of roughly where I'm trying to go with it. I don't want to burn myself out and stream too long. Because I would like to start streaming more every, you know, more days. But I don't want to stream like 3 hours today, you know, and it's like, oh, I don't want to stream tomorrow at all. Streaming does get very, like, tiring. It wears on you after a while. That's why I applaud streamers. I really do, because, you know, when you make videos, you know, you're not making videos for 8 hours a day. You're not sitting somewhere necessarily for 8 hours a day. You know, where a streamer, it's like you're basically a streamer. It works. You know, they don't work in the sense of like they do maybe physical labor, but I mean they work in the sense of like they have to be on so many hours throughout a week. They're required to be on for roughly, you know, if that's trying to be your full-time gig, at least 40 hours a week. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of these YouTubers don't edit videos and record videos for 40 hours a week. You know. But then you got that one guy like Sodapop, and Sodapop is like an OG. Like he's like maybe not the one, but one of the biggest streamers where he does not have to have a set schedule, and that guy just, his fan base is so big. Like he can get on literally whenever whenever he wants, and people would just like, you know, just watch him. You see, I'm glad I got it on sale, but I feel for those who paid full price. I paid like $25 for everything. You're talking about for Destiny? Yeah. I don't know. It kind of is what it is. Electric slide up there. So yeah, Destiny 2 really messed up. I was pissed though. The raids and strikes in Destiny were better. Yeah, they were. The first one was just better in general. But like I said, I think, like, that's what I never understood. That's what everyone said. Why did they make a second one? Because the first one never had a story. Like, Destiny doesn't have, like, I mean, it has a story by me, but it's not like a game, like, you know, like a Detroit Becomes Human, where there's, like, actually a story to it. It was more of just, you know, okay, we need you to do this so many times you get this armor, and, you know, you'll be considered the strongest person in, like, the game. They didn't need to make a second one for that. In my opinion, they didn't. They also forced you to have 6-man fire team for raids. Oh my gosh, you are not lying. Yeah, they did. Like, they would say, oh, you could do it. Like, some people have done the raids with only 5 people. But, oh my god, it was so hard to complete. It was so hard to complete. It was so hard to do. Like, and the thing is like, I remember I had went online because so many people would go into the raids. And that was the thing that killed me with Destiny. Destiny had this thing of, like, you know, when the raids would come out, you would have people literally playing for hours on top of hours on top of hours trying to figure out, how can I beat this raid? How are you supposed to beat it? Because there were no, like, tutorials on it, you know, until someone figured out how to do it. There was no tutorials. So it's just crazy, you know? Like, I remember I went into so many raids where I didn't know what to do, and I had to, like, basically you would have somebody be like, okay, so this is what you do. You do this, this, and this, you know? And eventually, obviously, videos came out once people figured out, but I mean, it was just like, it was its own community. It was its own type of different. And I think they just ruined it with a lot of the microtransactions and, you know, trying to act like it had a story, and it really didn't. Like, that game had no story, really. You said the lore in Destiny is one of the best lores I know of in a video game. They failed to capitalize on that. Yeah, Destiny whole thing was just money. What they capitalized on was microtransactions. And then the thing was like, in that type of game, if you didn't buy the DLCs, it was just kind of like you couldn't do anything because you didn't have, in those DLCs that you bought, they had the gear to get to the next light level. So if you didn't have, like, sometimes you might have gotten like a really good drop, like really good. You got like that 1% drop from playing like free for alls and stuff, or like you know, those team, like those deathmatch ones. Sometimes you would get like really good loot, like a 1% drop, but most of the time you didn't. So eventually what ended up happening was, you know, okay, you play this game and everybody else got the DLC and you don't. Everybody else is better, has a higher light than you, and you don't. So it gets to that point where it's like, you can't do nothing. You just die. All the raids, like, yeah, that game forced you, and it forced you, and another thing too, it forced you to have to communicate with people, which I didn't have a problem with, but you would always have that one person that didn't have a mic. Like, why are you doing these raids if you don't have a mic? You need a mic for this, dude. Like, I remember people used to get so frustrated in Destiny too, like doing the raids, and they would just leave. And then like you'd be in the middle of a raid and you just be like, I don't want to start over. Because if you leave it, you would have to start like all the way over. So you'd be sitting there like trying to invite, like, oh, does someone has a friend that has this light? Can they invite him? Like, oh my god, I remember Destiny. That was, man, that game. You just brought me back to like so many memories. I remember we used to stay up so late at night to beat the missions. Like I remember we would stay up till 2, 3 a.m. to beat missions. It's crazy.
Dropped.
Dang it. How he killed me and I saw him first. Sucks. Sucks big monkey butt. Oh well.
Hostile UAV above.
Dang, I'm using my whole clip.
Hostile care package overhead.
What is going on? I should have done so much better.
Friendly HCXD deployed. Hostile lightning strike targeting active.
You said you gotta know the Grimoire cards for Destiny 1, but they had a lot of work with DLC 1, Core, DLC 2K, DLCs about it was that easy, but no. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. It was a good game while it lasted, put it like that. But you better moved on, so you still got those die-hard like fans. Like any game, you know, you have those people that are like, even if the game is going to shit, people would be like, oh yeah, you know, it's still the best game since Butter. Like, you know, oh well. I need to get on, probably next one I need to try to play Detroit Becomes Human, because I've really just been, I've had that game, and I think I'm about halfway done, but I just have yet to beat it. That's the only nice thing when I go back down to school. I won't be working full time. I don't work in general when I'm in school. I'm not like required to necessarily work, so it's kind of nice because I can just, you know, basically do that type of stuff, stream and make videos and X, Y, and Z. Thinking is what, it's almost 4:40, so it's 4:36. It's probably gonna be my last game I'll probably play, and I'm probably gonna get off because I've been on for like an hour and a half, a little bit over. There's a few things that I need to do because I gotta go to bed basically. What? And like 3 hours after I get off or so. So a few things I want to do before then. So they gave us our powers too soon. Think about how you felt when you got your first vehicle. They should have prolonged the loss of powers. Yeah. Yeah. What part of the country are you in? Northern area, like up north. Or was it? Yeah, northwest area, I think that's, I'd look at the map. That's terrible. I'm in the northern part, put it like that. I'm up north. So yeah. That is where I'm at. Oh man, yeah, that's probably my last game. If this game is short, I'll play another. But if it went as long as the last one, where it went to almost through the 10 minutes, then yeah, this will be my last one. So you're riding with Biggie West Side? Nah, not that West. It's like not that West. You said no, but Bungie messed up. Yeah, Bungie had a good thing. Yeah, they had a great thing with Destiny. It could have been bigger than what it was. It was almost like, and I know we talked about Fortnite yesterday, but I'm saying it was almost like PUBG and Fortnite. PUBG, I feel like, could have been like Fortnite, but they took so long with so much stuff. They didn't do certain things that they should have done. PUBG could have been like could have been as big as Fortnite, you know. But it's like they effed up, you know. It's like, and then like these type of times, you know, like the gaming world and just in general, where, you know, everything is so microwavable, where it's like, I want my stuff now. That's how people are. People don't got no patience. You have to be on top of everything. You have to be ready to go. You have to have your ports. You know, when you come out with a game, make sure your game got ports for all systems. You know, make sure you're doing updates, you know, to keep people interested. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff, like, and I'm not saying that it's that simple, because it's not, being a game developer. I mean, even making a game is not easy, you know, let alone constantly updating it. But I don't know. You said they could have shown the impact of the stuff on the people. Imagine all the Guardians have lost their light. I could feel, of course, painful confusion. The Traveler was supposed to... Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. There was no story to that game. There was, like, they tried to say... That's why I didn't understand why they came out with a second one. There really was no story. You was just the Guardians, basically, of the galaxy. Like, that was it. And, you know... Okay. And you was told... to do certain things. You know, to get... The game was a loot game, basically. To get loot, to raise up your light, to do the next mission, you know, and to basically have bragging rights. To be like, oh, you know, well, I got this, I got that, you know, what you got? You taking so long to get, you know, like, that's all it was. It was a bragging game. Because people are literally just, you know, suck people's, you know what, you know, just because, oh, they had a higher light. Like, you know, all that meant was that person just had no life a lot of time. You know, because if it's a 1% drop, sometimes that person will get lucky. I'll give them that. But a lot of times it meant that that person just played the game a lot more than you. They just, like, played the game non-stop. That's it. You know, like... But see, that's the thing in the gaming world. You can be... It's so crazy how you can be considered cool. You can be popular. You can be so cool on the internet. You know, like, you can have all these fake friends online. You know, like you literally have people in gaming communities that, like, if someone's really good at a game, people will buy you games. People will send you money for stuff because they just want to be on your friend. They want to be your presence on your presence because, you know, you're so good at a game. I can remember, like, in Kyle, when people were really good, people used to send people invites left and right because, oh, this person's great at this game. Oh, hey man, please play with me. Please play with me. You know what I mean? Like, this is the one, not maybe the one, but this is one of the communities where it's like people would just suck your toes almost, you know, just to say, oh, I played with so-and-so. Like Ninja. Man, that dude probably gets so many doggone friend requests every day. He probably had to put his thing on to no more friend requests. Because people they just all over him, you know? Like, they just want to say, I played with Ninja. Dang it.
Hostile care package overhead.
Ruin down.
Gamer Ranks put up a video.
Hostile HCXD spotted.
Spectre kill.
Come on. He's probably gonna come out this way. Dang it. And I saw him too. I may have to go. Shift about to be over, but appreciate you. Alright, it's cool. So I'm about to get off anyway myself. after this match. It's almost 5. Don't forget, stay active, which I mean you obviously already are.
Advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
Dang. I mean, of course, I understand. Yeah, you ready to go home. You ain't trying to stick around no longer than you have to. Ooh, was that somebody? Oh. People run up on you so close, you'd be like, oh my god, who is that? You could check on my Warframe video. It might help you get started. It's not too in-depth, just enough to give you direction. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll look at it. Is it like an old video or a new video? I'll check it out though, because it may maybe give me some motivation to like get back into playing it. Because I think the game is not bad. It's just I feel like they do a poor job of giving instructions on what to do. So a new person that comes into it, they're looking at, you know, in a sense, like, how do I do this? How do I do that? If it's not there, well, then they're not going to, you know, they're just going to say, forget it. I'm not going to keep playing this. And they'll find something else. And especially if you don't know nobody in the game or know anybody that plays the game, well, it's the same thing. Oh, you just made it yesterday? Oh, so it's new. Okay. So I won't have to scroll through like 50 videos to find it. It's like a showdown right in here.
Spectre kill.
Oh, I thought that was my teammate.
Ruined down.
Too much hangs on this. Commit.
Shot out.
Oh, we
Prophet
finna lose.
KIA.
I don't think we're gonna make it. Yeah, we're getting ready to lose.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Yeah, they're 3 away. Come on. I don't know what my teammate was doing.
New assignments incoming.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. New videos out. Maybe back on maybe Tuesday night or so. So I don't start till Wednesday, kinda late. So I will see you guys probably then. And have a good rest of your Sunday.